Hello, and welcome back to Forge Yourself Forward. I'm your host, Mike. When was the last time that you emptied the tank? And no, I'm not asking you about your car. What I'm talking about is when was the last time you gave every single thing that you had at either an athletic pursuit, a work endeavor, or something that you just felt passionate about? I bet you can't really remember. I know I couldn't think of it for a while when my coach had brought it up during a Echo Bike session. Now, if you don't know anything about the Echo Bike or the Assault Bike, it is basically the devil's machine. It's one of the most difficult cardio pieces of equipment I've ever used. No matter what, getting on it and however much effort you put in, it will always be hard. It will always be difficult. But at the end of that, you feel like you did something. And we were talking about calories and how many you had done in a certain time frame and a workout that we were going toward. And he said, in that workout, you have to empty the tank. You got to give everything that you have to see what you can do. And it really got me thinking about how this applies not only to obviously working out, but to all of life. Now, this concept of emptying the tank is not something that I would say that you need to do every single day. First of all, it's not realistic. Human beings cannot give every single ounce of everything they have into every endeavor, every moment of every day, because one, you'll burn out. Two, not everything is that important. And three, you have to limit your energy, your attention to those things that are truly important. So then let's talk about the things that would be a situation in which you would want to empty the tank. Maybe you're trying to change your life. Maybe you're trying to improve your life. Maybe you're trying to get rid of some demons or something that's difficult. Maybe you have an addiction that has really got a hold of you. That might be a situation where you empty the tank. You give every single thing that you have to make sure that you're doing everything within your power to get rid of that, or to overcome it, or to improve it. Say you're in school. You have big finals coming up. Maybe you have to pass a certain licensing exam. Maybe it's something that you feel passionate about at work and you want to make sure that you give everything you can to show what you're capable of. That might be a situation where you really want to empty the tank. Ultimately, I can't tell you when to empty the tank and what situations would merit it. You have to sit and you have to think. But in order to approach those situations, I can give you a couple pieces of information that I use, or at least I'm going to use, I should say, for situations where I will try to empty the tank. If I'm doing something at work that is incredibly important, perfect example is every trial that I have ever been on, I have emptied the tank. I have given everything that I have, waking up in the middle of the night, sometimes being woken up by my mind racing, thinking about questions I should be asking, and making sure that I'm writing and then rewriting and just coming up with any possible idea that I can in order to give it my all. That would be emptying the tank. Obviously, you can't do that for very long. Most trials only last a few days, and then after that, I generally need to take a day off of work because I can't see straight, and I generally will forget which day of the week it is after a while. It's kind of weird. Another situation could be when it comes to raising your kids. That obviously you're going to empty the tank probably until you can't anymore because they're that important. I know for me, my kids are the world to me, and I do everything within my power to make sure that I'm not only being there for them and helping them, but listening, trying new things, being willing to, give all my energy, no matter how tired I am, no matter how much I want to just go sit and do my own thing. Sometimes sitting and playing Hungry Hungry Hippos is a lot better than vegging out. I can tell you that ultimately I feel better about it, and I bet you would too. The last thing is you have to consider what's most important to you in life. The vast majority of things just really aren't that important. Some things are, and that's ultimately for you to decide. But if it is important, and it's something that truly matters to you, something that maybe would keep you up at night, or something that you feel deep in your soul, then maybe you do want to empty the tank. Go all the way and see what you're capable of. The worst that can happen is you come up short. But the best thing that can happen is you get a sense, a feeling deep in yourself that you did something to your max. And I think that gives you a lot of self-confidence, and I think it gives you a lot of trust in yourself. So sit, think, maybe find an opportunity to empty the tank. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Trust me, giving your all at anything will always hurt. But I can tell you one thing that I have learned in life, and you've heard this quote a million times. The only thing worse than that is regret. So find a situation, give it your all. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to be scary. But I bet you it'll be worth it. And if I'm wrong, let me know. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.